Hello, people, it's Cole. Today, two countrywoman contenders will battle it out to win the title of the Countrywoman Winter Whammy. In this corner, we have Countrywoman January February 1993, and in this corner, Countrywoman January February 1997. Winter is a fascinating time in the country because there's nothing growing on the farm. So we're filling our time with livestock stuff. We're doing some unhinged crafts. We're doing some strange soup making. All kinds of cabin feverish activities to fill our time. I'm here for you every week with a vintage magazine flip through. So stay right here with me and let's get started. Okay, so here's the two magazines. As is tradition, seniority takes first position, so we will start with January, February 1993. So we will set 1997 aside for now. All right. So on the cover of this one, she's coasting through winter, warmed by family fun. It's winter, we're outside, we're sledding with the children because we got some spare time because we're not harvesting grain or whatever. Our sporty countrywoman is in a periwinkle colored zip-up fleece with a classic countrywoman classic white turtleneck underneath. Gotta have it. And it's a cute little family picture. They're sledding down a sledding hill. Okay. I will note that the sledding child, is wearing this full, oatmeal-colored lumpy knit sweater hat combo thing, which is, quite huge looking, and maybe even has, a pants part to it, again. All right, let's get started. Oh, boy. All right. So it's 1993, and what are we doing? We are making heart cookies for Valentine's Day. Anne, editor-in-chief Anne Kaiser, is busy in the kitchen feeling full of love and looking very lovely indeed in this applique design sweatshirt with a collared little polo shirt underneath. So darling. Chugging milk and chugging pink heart cookies in the kitchen. All right. We do already have a very cute, and then I picked this pink background because I was hoping there would be kind of a pastel-y, icy, pastel-y, purpley, pinky blue kind of color scheme, and I was right. We're already starting strong with that as well, so that's a point in 1993's favor for sure. Okay, welcome to my country kitchen. A countrywoman classic feature, very important, very critical, I would say, in determining who is the superior issue of Countrywoman. So in this issue, we have Deborah. There's Deborah. Deborah says, "Hi, I hope that finding us wasn't too difficult. My family highly, enjoys ranching in our remote part of the Rockies, and my new kitchen makes it easy to rise to any baking occasion. My name's Deborah Naden. Come and see what we've done." So Deborah and her family have been busy ranching rather. They're cattle ranchers. That's why they have so much money to renovate the kitchen. I mentioned before that livestock is a big winter thing because we can grow cows all year long. So that's, I guess, what we're sort of featuring a ranching family. So here's an overall view of the Rocky Mountain country kitchen. And isn't it a stunner? The lighting, just in general, the lighting is a little flashbulb, shock. It's maybe not as evenly lit and as professionally lit as we have seen in other, later issues down the line. But that's okay. That has its own homespun charm to it. The kitchen looks really cool. It looks like we have a vaulted, cathedral ceiling that is wood planks, and there's wood beams running across the ceiling there, and we have, wicker baskets and things, and dried flowers hanging from it, which is very cool. And in the kitchen, on the floor, we have looks like linoleum flooring and a big, really cool, mega big butcher block table, some covered milk canisters that are stools, and this red painted wicker basket with dried baby's breath in there. A little witchy with all these dried things secretly hanging about. I will say what is stealing focus, and it seems to be very intentionally done, is this goose cookie jar. Ceramic goose cookie jar. It's a goose with a bonnet and a shawl on, okay? She's sitting right there, like right in the middle of this peninsula on display, ready to shock and stun the viewers. I love that. I love a goose kitchen. Come on. We get another view of Mother Goose down here from the front. She's so cute. Oh, and also, even more whimsy in this kitchen. There's a wooden carousel horse right here. Big, huge fieldstone fireplace wall and a wooden horse. And another view of that big old red basket. An incredible, like, old iron stove, which seems to, yes, cast iron cook stove, which she uses to make these loaves of bread. And right there is Miss Deborah herself. Isn't she so cute? She's got a big red shirt and a beaded necklace, some funky jewelry. And she just looks pleased as punch in her kitchen. She's got all of her small appliances laid out before her just so she can kind of flaunt her excess in the kitchen. There's even a food processor back there and a mini TV. She wants you to know that she's tech savvy. Okay, here's the family. Love seeing the whole family, the rancher family. There's husband Brad in his denim rancher vest and daughter Siobhan. Cute. Love that they've done like a whole kind of Golden Girls kind of color coordination thing where they're doing solid colors, red, green, blue. That's a nice touch. Keeps us all in order. We know who is who. Get a better view of that bizarre wooden carousel horse. That's really interesting. Oh my god. And check this out. Wow. Deborah's got money. Like crazy spinning, swirling wooden stacked cabinetry that you can swing out. Storage to spare is stashed behind doors of Deborah's 7-foot tall swing out pantry. It's filled with 50 shelves for staples and warm memories of summer's gardening. Oh, she does canning. Of course, you have to do canning to survive in the Rockies. Over here, made for a day. As you all know, you can win a made for a day if you're a Countrywoman subscriber. So our winner down here, Chris, reads none other than a stack of several Countrywoman magazines at her dining room table as two maids clean the blinds. Is that mini blinds? You know, those blinds. Cleans those blinds, which who the hell would ever do that? I guess the maid has to, and wipes off the hutch. Kind of funny that they like squeezed her down in the corner there. I would expect her to be more like front and center, but instead this a rooster, ceramic rooster bowl takes center stage. All right. Anne, editor in the country, Anne Kaiser, loves nothing more than getting down and dirty with country women across the continent and seeing what they're up to. So in January, February 1993, Anne is going to a llama farm. We're doing livestock. We're doing llamas. Oh, wow. This is so funny. Like, this is so funny. Anne in this little, like, carriage, llama carriage being trotted around by a llama. She's doing llama, like, equestrian stuff. Feeding llamas. Looks like some countrywoman home cooking. and as always, loves to do like a matching polo shirt with like button earrings that color match when she does these sporty country things out in the country, and she's never fails to turn a look, even for the llamas. So cute. We're washing llamas over here. We're holding llamas over here. The llama, the queen of the llamas, is Tracy. She's the hostess. Look how happy she is. Llamas bring joy. More llama stuff. Llama shenanigans. Wow. A whole fleet of country women out with their tucked-in shirts and their big, tall jeans, and we are marching llamas across the lawn. There's a very triumphant-looking mega llama with long hair up here. This is wild. Is this like a tourism thing, or is it like a shearing thing where we're making llama yarn? What is the deal here? Oh, it's like llama breeding. Okay. That's the top sire breeder llama guy right there. His name is Oscar de la Renta, apparently. Oh, Chew, don't lick your little butthole on camera down there. That's... pretend you don't see that. All right, over here, small cows are the big cheese on Donna's Canadian Acres. More like novelty farm animals. Donna is raising miniature cows. Is that what is that? Is she cutting up a cow that she baked? Poetry. Reader's poetry. A crystallized icy tree for winter. And some ghostly wintry poems to read. Let's read this one. Silent snowfall. The white flakes fall so gracefully, a benediction without sound. I love the hush brought on by snow, sifting softly all around. Ooh, Frances. She's from Florida, but I guess she's familiar with snow nonetheless. We are really going nuts with the animals in this issue. Holy cow. Holy sheep. We're sharing sheeps for Angora. Okay. Permanent wave. Angora enthusiast Susan Waterman won't part with Curly Crew. She's making Angora yarn out of goats. It's not sheep, they're goats, excuse me. Darling. Feeding goats. Look how fun that is. Quilts. Crafting is very important in the wintertime, and so are quilts. They keep you warm, and these are like sexy romance quilts for Valentine's Day. Check out this one. Isn't that wild? This would be in the bedroom in Full House, in the girl's bedroom. They would have this quilt. More heart things. We're really feeling the love. Heart, like a heart applique with a lacy frilly trim on a sweatshirt, much like Anne's beautiful applique sweatshirt from the Heart Cookies intro. Okay, country home cooking, very important section here, and it's all about soup. Woo! Soup doesn't photograph very well, I'll say, although it does give us an opportunity to see some interesting crockery to hold the soups, so that'll be nice. A dark, sort of gray-brown hut full of tureens of soup, and lots of bread, of course, as well, for the soup. So we have like a beef stew, and there's a chicken noodle, or chicken and rice, I think. There's a cream soup, and what appears to be a fruit soup. Is that really what that is? A fruit soup? Yes, it sure is. A fresh fruit soup. I can say that is a new one for me. Wowee. Okay, let's see. What else we got here? More soups. This is like all of this mismatched crockery is feeling like a potluck like a soup party or something. Looks like we have lentils and chili and homemade chicken noodle, and there's like a creamy soup in a fancy metal tureen up here, tomato, all the classics. All right, here's that fruit soup. Let's get the scoop on the fruit soup. Frozen orange juice, sugar, cinnamon stick, cloves, cornstarch, lemon juice, sliced fresh strawberries, bananas, grapes. Okay, so do we serve this hot or cold? Let's see. Yeah, it's cold. Okay, good. That would be very weird to have hot orange juice soup. Jenny, who wrote the recipe, recommends serving it as a cool down after Mexican food, which is a really fun idea because it's kind of like a gazpacho. I guess that's like Spanish and not Mexican, but you know, like a gazpacho type of an idea. Or also serve it with butter cookies at a baby shower. Mm-hmm. God, they really are like committed to the soup theming. Readers spoon up tips for top soup. Whoa. This is like a mend and make do, like nothing goes to waste soup concept from Dorothy of California. Listen to this. Okay. I keep 3 2-pound coffee cans in the freezer. 1 for leftover vegetables and the water that they were cooked in, 1 for leftover rice or pasta, and finally 1 for leftover meat, chicken, or gravy. When cans are full, I defrost contents, then combine in a pot. It makes a different and delicious soup. That really is a different soup, indeed. That's fascinating. It's just like a bunch of garbage, frozen garbage soup. These country women are on another level. The ingenuity. Wow. Would that be good? It might be kind of good. Photos for fun contest. We love to have fun in the country. The winner of this year's contest, I guess, is these horses. Draft horses, Jack and Belle. And then second place is this tired, cute puppy. And third place is this freaky goat with long ears. Oh my god. More photos. Not just animal photos, even human photos too. There's children and twin children and old children making quilts. And it just keeps going. Landscapes. This is pretty, actually, I quite like this picture. That's really cool. Golden waves of grain. Okay, over here, we're getting crazy in the country. Get rich quick schemes. Pioneer is going for the gold with pan in hand. We're panning for gold in 1993. Check that out. That's what she's doing. She's panning for gold alone out in the woods. Wild. Dottie Leonard. She says, we know we'll never hit the mother lode. The real reward for us, though, is enjoying the adventure. We've never felt richer than we do, just appreciating nature's simple pleasures. That makes me want to cry. I love this magazine. Ah! I love a Michigan shout out in Countrywoman magazine. We're in Holland. Hello. Flower lovers enjoyed a round Lake Michigan tour. Farm wives frequently lead our groups through their gardens and homes. That's Holland, Michigan, and that's farm wife right there. Okay, the cover lady. There's our cover lady right there. Penning laughs comes naturally to cover lady. Betty Grace is the cover lady with her son Jacob. Oh, she's a cartoonist. Oh my god. She does the cartoons for this magazine. Cool. Oh, that's why she's on the cover. It's not just because, like, she's good at sledding. She's, they always feature someone who's got some special kind of talent or whatever, just doing something interesting. Coming up next, in the next issue of Country Woman, I believe we actually flipped through this issue in a previous video because I definitely recognize this terrifying duck in a kiddie pool picture, and I remember these little like pom-pom chicks, and I remember this weird cartoony like smiley face people in a messy kitchen. So that is coming up next. Oof, what a fantastic back cover. Oh my god. All right, it's a story. Button box memories, warm winter. Button box. Mom's button box. As a child, I spent many a wintry day in my mother's sewing room, watching as she darned socks, patched overalls, or set her old treadle sewing machine to humming. Often, to keep me amused, she'd bring out her big box of buttons. Oh, how I loved sifting and sorting through all those shapes, sizes, and colors. I would love that too. That sounds wonderful. The moral of the story, you can read the whole thing. It's quite lovely. It's like buttons hold memories, scraps of things from the past hold memories, and it's a nice thing to keep and pass on to your children or whoever, your people that you care about. It's very nice and very interesting, I would say, to have it's unusual to have not a landscape. There's almost always a landscape type picture on the back. This is really unusual. This is more of a I Spy feel to it, and I quite like that a lot. Okay, well, that was 1993. Pretty good. I like that. That was a strong contender, but it's time for 1997, so swap it out. Country Woman, January, February 1997. Her cookie kitchen is custom made for country. Cookie kitchen. So cookie themed kitchen, I assume. I trust she's like, this is the country, welcome to my country kitchen person. The cover lady looks very friendly and very sweet. And her little curled short do and her big glasses and her funky applique lace and buttons on a big floppy denim shirt, reading a cookbook in her darling little kitchen. Let's get into it. There's Anne. Editor-in-Chief Anne Kaiser looks amazing. I do believe we have seen this photo before. This is This is something we saw before. Tell me I'm right. I remember the big bandana bib with the beaded scarf. I remember the peeling apples without looking at her hands and then like looking at the camera in this sort of daring way. And apples are not a winter thing. That's like a fall thing. So this feels like a reused photo. But it's a great photo. I can see why they would want to use it again. All right. Yes, indeed. Welcome to my country kitchen. Lori Sporer. Hi, I'm Lori Sporer, this issue's cover lady. And there's easily a baker's dozen of reasons behind my excitement about my kitchen here in the Kansas Hills. Come in and let me show you why this is my favorite spot in our house. I will let you show me anything, Lori. Okay, we're in the kitchen. Dark, bit dark, but that's fine. And it is cookie themed, specifically gingerbread man cookie themed, but not in a holiday way. Interesting. So we have a really fun, like, would you call this buffalo check or would you call this a gingham? The scale matters, I know. Maybe it's a buffalo check. White and blue wallpaper. wood paneled refrigerator. I'm so into that. That's really great. Matches the cabinets and all of our little cookie bits. Oh, the cookie jar's up here. Remember the goose cookie jar from before? Step off. What's her name? Debbie. Stay out of Lori's territory. Another scene. This is a little more friendly looking, bright lit. Seems to be kind of a small kitchen. It has a very ample kitchen island, and I do love this beveled. I love like a laminate countertop that has a bevel edge, like a hard bevel edge with a wood inlay. I think that's really fun. Like, see that? And right there too. That's pretty cute. We get to see all the more cookie jars up here. It's not super cookie themed, to be honest. It's country themed, no doubt, but it's just like a lot of cookie jars. So I don't know about that. We did rotate the gingerbread women to be facing us from any direction we stand, which is a spooky touch, which I appreciate. And up here, Lori with her daughters are they're doing some cookie cookbook research. Single mom, perhaps, which is interesting. We don't see that. I don't know if I've ever seen that in Country Woman before, so that's cool. Oh, just kidding. No way would you ever be a single mom and a country woman. There's husband right there at the table. Troy and the girls, who don't ever seem to be named in any of the captions, are eating what other than cookies at the table. Oh, this is fun. We get some other views of the kitchen. It's a kind of a small kitchen, so everything is chopped up, unfortunately, into kind of just little close-up vignettes. But that's okay. Over here, there's a built-in desk nook. This would be a perfect place for a home computer, I think. There is a TV on the shelf up there. Love a TV in the kitchen, like a little mini black and white TV. That's very Granny's house. Love that. And what do you know? She's got a goose cookie jar too, with a bow on its neck. A country must-have. Over here, I might cut this out because this is kind of stupid, but I have to say, if you look at this kind of quickly, doesn't this look like it says Canadian reigns as queef of farts? That's not what it says. It says Queen of Tarts, which is a wordplay on Queen of Hearts, not queef of farts. She has a tart, small business of tart making, not fart making. And getting busy in the country, as she does. This time we are dog sledding, Balto, dog sledding. Are we in Alaska, in fact? Montana, okay. Nancy is the hostess. She's the dog sled queen of Montana. She's got a crazy curly girl perm or something going on. And Anne, speaking of country woman hairdos, it looks, I think, so cute. So cute. In this headband, with her hair, like, poofing out of the front and the back with all that volume. We don't ever get to see Anne have, like, loose hair. It's very stiff, like bouffant, which, you know, that's, like, the style. I get it. But this is fun. Fun to do a little bit of, like, a hair look switcheroo for her. I'm into that, really into that, for Anne. And we're dog sledding. I mean, get into it. Cute! On this side, Cindy is making scenic sweaters with a knitting machine. There's like a winter scene. There's an an old-fashioned ice skating scene. There's a fall, like, cabin type scene. Oh, these are the fronts and the backs of the same thing, so it's like a full 3D wraparound experience. It's pretty cool. Quilts. Gotta do quilts. Color these quilts suitable for framing. What? Oh, she's painting quilts. Oh, this is really amazing, actually. I think this is... I love this. This is a really cool art practice. Rebecca is a painter, and she's making these kind of like trompe l'oeil paintings. There's like, you can see there's a quilt painted sort of in the foreground, and then clothespins, and there's a farm scene in the background. That's really cool. And there's all different formats of this, like from the top down with chickens, again with a sort of a fall winter scape, and then the colors of the quilt match the color of the landscape, and then just like a stack of folded quilts. This is very clever. I'm pretty impressed by this. It's like photorealistic quilt painting. Wow. Rebecca, you impress me. And then just like regular quilts, which kind of pale in comparison to how fucking cool this is. Wow. Valentine's Day, yet again. We are doing some stationery with sort of appliquing fabric, like quilting fabric, onto cards for Valentine's Day. It's a very expensive looking pen. A great Valentine's Day gift. That woman looks so familiar to me. Where have I seen that before? There's a woman who is in an old issue of Country Woman that wears like she's wearing like a plaid jacket, and she's in this like really stuffy, hot-looking Christmas room. She looks just like this woman. I wonder if they're the same person. Well, I found her. She was in the November-December 1997 issue of Country Woman. Here she is. Her name is Bonnie. The article in the other magazine is all about her. She's a model. She's modeling someone else's sweater pattern. So I don't actually know. I don't have any way to verify. But this is the same woman. It's gotta be, right? She's got the same hairdo on. I don't know. Leave a comment. Let me know. Is this the same woman? I think it is. 1997 was a big year for her. We're doing some crochet lacy look earrings. I don't like those. With the bead. I don't like those at all. Easter. February. This is February, right? Yes, it is. Why are we doing Easter crafts in February? Okay. Country home cooking. This issue's theme, 1997, is pork. We're porking out in the country this winter. We have pork casserole with looks like cornflakes on top, and a pink soup, a chunky pink pork soup. What the hell is that? Ham and bean chowder, and it's pink. Okay. And there's the pork spread. A little more bright lit. That dark soup dungeon was fine, I guess. This is more inviting, though, I say, with a clean-looking tablecloth and some like greenery and stuff. It seems a little more alive. And there's all the porks. I don't know. It looks fine. Meat, like wet, shiny meat, isn't the most photogenic thing, in my opinion. But whatever. Pork rules. Here's that pink soup, which doesn't look pink at all. Oh, this was a grand prize winner, this pink soup was. Right there. But it's actually not pink at all, that's a very unfair bait and switch, I have to say. That I don't care about ham and bean chowder. I want it to be pink. What's the deal? Over here is like a Valentine's Day red velvet type of cherry fruity tooty Valentine's Day dessert spread with a scary doll that you can have tea with. Very romantic. There's 3 cakes, by the way. One for you, one for your country hubby, and one for the doll. There's a kind of a country decorating feature here. Decorating contest, bedrooms. They love running contests in Country Woman. So, first prize bedroom winner, heavy on quilts, of course. Gotta have the quilts. It's a very nicely photographed room. The photography really makes it a big difference in these, specifically in Country Woman. I don't know. If something is not photographed well with proper lighting, it just looks like scary. Scary cabin in the woods. Imprisonment. So this is light, airy, beautiful, lovely. And then check this out. This has like a faux, speaking of cabin in the woods, it has like a fake cabin front with fake windows. And there's the door. It even has a fake chimney. I like that. Oh my god. Another example of like the lighting being a problem. In the dead of night, we blast a bright spotlight at this tiny children's bed in this corner with a huge mural, like a baseball mural. That mural's kind of cool, I'll say. And there's a, I assume, like, handmade carpet patchwork thing that makes a baseball diamond on the green carpet floor. Do you think he even likes baseball? I never read these stories because they're really long, and like this video is already like gonna be too long. But there's always these like old kind of wistful memory stories in every issue. I'm attracted. I want to read this one because it has an old-fashioned, olden-timey telephone operator in it, which is certainly has my interest. My grandmother was a Bell South telephone operator for a long period of time. She was a telephone operator, like this type of telephone operator, which is an incredible job to have had. So I guess I'll have to read this in the future, but you guys can read it now if you want. Made for a Day got moved to the back in 1997. It's no longer in the front of the magazine. And Betty is reading Country Woman, as you do. And we have two maids in uniforms this time. They're not just like random people off the street. Straightening up using an auric vacuum, of course. Coming up in the next issue is, it's spring, very springy thing, springy floral painted egg, some pansies. Is this a rug? Like a painted rug thing? This also looks familiar. I may have also flipped through this issue. I feel like I remember these dressed up funny rabbits. I would prefer to see like a person on this page. I think that's a little more exciting about future issues, at least it is for me, because that's part of the big draw. So like in the previous issue for 1993, there was that woman there. I don't know what she was even there for, but like that was something, that was somebody, plus that weird kitchen with all those doll face people. Okay, on the back, well, Quilting Bee. It's a picture of a quilt, a very beautiful, like really incredibly beautiful quilt. There's a poem down here called Quilting Bee by Fern of Iowa about a quilting bee. More wintertime activities. Cute. All right. Well, the time has come to decide. Who will reign supreme? Who is the winner of the Country Woman January-February winter... What was it? The Country Woman Winter Whammy. The Country Woman Winter Whammy. Well, okay, this is tough. So let's see. Okay. This one had so many animal things. 1993 had so many weird animal things, especially this freaking llama farm was wild to me. Many horses, many cows, and many horses and the goats, and like I guess I like animals now. I have a cat. I like animals now. That's very shocking to me. And I had the dreary soups, which I kind of liked. So that was compelling. This has a better cover. You know, nothing against the athletic, sporty women and their kids, but I did like this cover better. It was like warm, inviting indoors, which is nice for the winter. But I don't know. That's gross. That's even worse than soup in the dungeon. But I had this. I loved these quilt paintings. This was like, blew my mind. I gotta give it to this one. 1993 is the winner. It had an original Ann Kaiser like sweatshirt baking photo, no reused Ann Kaiser headshot, and all the animals, and it had the buttons thing on the back. This was a really good one. I think that was the move. I think this is the move. I mean, yeah, this is it. This is the winner. It's 1993. Yay! Congratulations! Hey! Okay. Well, there you have it. The Country Woman. Why? I cannot believe that I don't remember the name of this video. Country Woman Winter Wagon Wheel Watusi. January, February 1993, 1987. It's done. We called it. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like if you liked it. It really helps me out if you do. I would love to hear from you in the comments if you have any thoughts on Country Woman. I love this magazine, and I know that you guys have grown to love it with me, and I appreciate that. So I'll see you all next week with another new video. So until then, take care.